Yeah.
I'm not sure if saying that something has tried is really a good way to describe it. uh,
That's my opinion. Let's put it that way. You
well,
guys watch it yourself.
well, let's put it this way: Trump has
Yeah, people could have different opinions.
Trump has tried to be president. Does that really mean he's done a passable job? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say no.
Especially when the White House got locked down tonight.
Oh,
No, the lockdown's lifted, but there was a protest out front.
yeah.
I
Well,
just got your profile picture, so it's still me.
Hey, it's tasty.
Yeah, I said I wasn't gonna be here, then my friend dropped me in VR chat, and I'm a little bit mad.
and
Well, there
what's
they are.
and what's weird is you're not showing up on the thing. Hmm.
Ooh, I see him.
Yeah, but I'm only seeing you and Tech. I'm not seeing him actually show up in the window.
My new profile picture is a cat girl. Somebody drew it for me.
Yeah, I see him.
Sean Carroll, ask a silly question, why don't you? We're military. We're masters of the silly question. And what we're even better at is the ridiculous response.
Ask a stupid question, get an even dumber answer.
Oh, we laugh because it's true.
While at the Citadel, there was a couple of times where I made somebody get an ID10T tester, and they actually went for it.
Yeah, we've done a bunch of those. Come on.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. I'm looking at it in live chat in the live.
Yeah, it's showing you two and nothing else.
Yeah, but for some reason it's like, oh, there we go. Whatever you're doing, you're adjusting something.
I don't know.
What did you do, Jared?
Do you want me to leave and join back to try and fix it?
I opened Google Meet. That was the problem. I was playing with the meat too much.
That's what happens when you play with your meat.
Did Team Skeptic give you his meat tube again?
Shh. No one's supposed to know that.
And then later came the dinger.
Yeah, speaking of, I'm going to have to take a page out of his book and just pretty much email and pester JM Truth for the entire next week to get him to show up on Friday. That could be interesting. That could end up being rather interesting.
Gotcha. Didn't you say you were using some sort of plugin for meats?
Well, yeah, so it's the grid view that's supposed to be able to add me into it as well, but it's not doing that. So I might have to leave and come back. But I don't want to. That's the
But I don't wanna.
Well, let's put it this way. When there are some people that I'm going to have to start doing an extreme adjustment on what my availability is and what I have going on, because apparently 7:30 is now 9 p.m.
It's 9:30 right now. What do you mean?
I told someone that I can help, I can do stuff, but I have to be on the road by 7:30. Hour and a half later, I'm finally where I needed to be. It's just it gets frustrating.
I got some news for people going into the service. I've been doing this because I've also been going in case there's anybody going in also. With boot camp, before you even go to like your P days and stuff, you stay in a hotel for 2 weeks. All your shit's going to be taken already. And afterwards, you don't have a graduation. You just stand at attention in front of your RDCs. And then they're like, get the fuck out of here, guys.
Wait, they're doing a hotel-based quarantine before you even go into.
Yeah.
Huh.
From the grapevine, that's what I've been.
I guess it kind of makes sense. It's just still.
Why not just keep them in one of the ships, you know?
Physical. Well, spacing, that's the issue. In a hotel room, they can have it be 1 or 2 people per room instead of 1 to 200 in a room.
Okay, yeah, that does.
Anamorphic Mind has the right idea. We'll just blame BM Furball since he's not here. Speaking of, so I know a couple of you have looked at the live chat version. What do you think of the update to the camo pattern?
Oh, nice.
It's pretty good.
That is the actual camo pattern that you will be issued.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, let me see then. Let's see this. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Desert Storm one or whatever.
Oh no, that was on Monday. That was a special occasion.
Oh yeah, the new that's what they replaced the blueberries with.
Yep.
Missed all that
Man.
camo stuff. We still were dungarees.
I was in the
Okay.
in-between. We had the utilities, which weren't terrible, but we looked like postmen. Yeah, see, now even Jay didn't show up either. You know what? I'm going to have to leave and come back, so give me un momento. And
Bruh, people
and-
are shooting fireworks.
then I got something to show you, Burns.
Uh-oh.
So, Burns, keep watching the live chat. I will be back.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. This reload. Yeah, shut off the camera. And
Reading up on the Melanie chat from
there
the
we
debate
go.
part of the Discord.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm switching over to my PC. I'm on the phone.
This is a weird layout. Because now it has you guys all stacked instead of...
Oh,
Fuck.
Furball's chat.
I don't know. He saw nothing. I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, there we go. Now that's the old school way. Now change it to tile. There we go.
Okay, I'm hopping between devices.
It's just that plugin may have had something fucky happen to it. But so Burns, you watching?
Yeah, I'm watching live chat.
Because notice before how we had a rotation of the camo patterns that I will admit I kind of slacked on sometimes because, well, fuck all the other branches. Well, we got this one here for you.
Uh-oh.
I just want to know, is that the right shade of pastel blue?
Hang on. It's supposed to be on the live channel, right?
On the live side, yeah.
Pastel. That's the invisible. No, not that. That's a picture. Pastel blue. I don't see any color change.
Look at
Oh,
the layout.
Okay, there we go. Now it changed. It took a while. Sorry. Freaking delay.
The delay should not be that bad.
It took
Yeah,
about
it's
20
YouTube.
seconds. Yeah, it's YouTube.
YouTube being a bitch yet again. Shocking.
So, Jared, I was reading up in the debate chat of your Discord server here from
Oh.
Melina Z.
Oh, Yes.
How did we miss out on all this fun?
Oh, yes. I finally had to put someone in timeout, and they thought that I was censoring them. And it was like, no, you're just in the corner. When you've learned how to behave, you'll come out of the corner. They decided to leave the server instead. And then...
I can already tell it's the troll that's just trying to make it seem like they don't
Oh.
speak English very good.
Oh, and not just a troll, a specific troll that, oh boy, do I have a temptation to do something live on air tonight. Just really tempting.
Sick piggy on them?
No. No. I don't want to damage people. But it's more.
Do it.
I'm thinking of making a phone call
Uh-oh.
because apparently
Jared, you should do it.
someone is rather paranoid. And if you weren't such a little piece of shit, you wouldn't have reason to be paranoid like that. Oh, yeah, ML. Yes, Melina definitely gave Anik a run for the money on annoyingly thick.
By the way, Red is supposed to be going live in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, fuck him.
Wait, isn't it the Falcon 9 launch?
Tomorrow.
He's giving an update about the crew launch. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be tomorrow. It could be Sunday morning.
Yeah, he's supposed to go live in a minute.
Didn't you guys hear about that he got on Scott Manley's channel? I'm proud of him.
Well, it's supposed to be streamed there, but here's the thing: they keep pushing back the launch because of weather.
Oh, weather's been shitty here too, believe me. I think it's across the whole South.
Yeah, it's about time you guys get a taste of it.
Oh, I've known this. I've lived here my whole life. It's horrible sometimes.
Define sometimes. Like we're talking
Okay, how about this?
10 months out of the year?
Okay, so hot as shit 10 months out of the year, 2 months out of the year, like 20 degrees for like a week straight, 2 months, pretty cold, pretty nice. There's only like 2 months out of the year that are nice. But if you live by the coast, you can guarantee you're having a thunderstorm just about every day, if not every week.
Yep, between 2:30 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Exactly.
Huh, that was boot camp.
Yeah, it's almost like you did boot camp in Orlando.
Yeah.
Except I live in
You could
Charleston,
sit-
South Carolina.
You could set your watch by it.
Oh, yeah.
You really could.
No, and I thought it was a joke when someone made that comment when I was checking in Jacksonville, and then as we were walking through the hangar, I looked out and saw a bunch of people who were working on the aircraft start packing up. I'm like, wait a minute.
What are these people doing?
It's only 2:30. What the fuck are they doing?
It'd be totally sunny too. There's not a damn cloud in the sky.
Yeah.
The worst thing is in the South you get sun showers a lot, so it's like kind of a tease, like, oh man, I want it to be sunny. Nah, it's just pouring, but it's sunny out. I live a little bit inland now, so it's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad sometimes.
Oh, why would you put this on your popcorn?
Because
What
it's fun.
does he put on his popcorn?
Frank's came up with Red Hot Original Seasoning Blend for your popcorn.
Well, it's...
Well, they do put that shit on everything.
Yeah.
Even that.
You have to admit that when it comes to hot sauces, there are two, especially, that everyone knows. Frank's and Tabasco. But
My
there-
favorite hot sauce is anybody here a hot sauce person?
I have some in my fridge. I like a little bit of hot sauce once in a while.
I have a whole bunch of specialties hot sauces.
Okay. It sounds a lot worse than it tastes. It's called Running with the Reaper. It's based off of Carolina Reaper, but it's not as hot as you'd think, and it has a really good flavor.
Yeah, I've got one from. It's from across the pond. It's called the Trinidad hot sauce.
Well, unless the supply chain has finally decided to make some changes, you're going to get really familiar with arguably the most racist hot sauce you'll ever come across.
What is it?
The brand name is Texas Pete. The reason why it's considered the most racist hot sauce out there is because you got to pay attention to the label. When you look at the label of the bottle, Texas Pete is a large cowboy with a whip. But when you turn the bottle around and take a look on the back, you see 3 black guys standing in a row.
Ooh.
Shit you
I gotta
not, that
see
is
this.
what's on the label.
I'm checking this out right now. Okay, images. Okay, I see the front. I can't find one that has the back. Gosh.
Your Google foo
It
is
can't be.
weak.
Okay.
It's not a question of if, it's a question of when you find it. And once you see it, oh, there's no turning back.
It's not on there anymore. They changed it.
Oh, they got rid of it?
I think so.
Let's take a look.
Or am I just stupid for not seeing it?
White label. It's the white label that you got to take a look at the back of.
Okay, that was my problem.
Alright, so it's not on the dust. Let's see if we can find it on the, Oh, this is gonna bug me now. Because it was all
I'm gonna go
over the
see
place.
if I have Texas Pete in the fridge real quick. Give me a second. I gotta go downstairs to look.
Let's take a look at it this way. Texas Pete. And let's try that term. Oh.
Did you find it?
No! Better!
Let me see this shit.
Oh no.
Okay, hang on.
Are you sending me a link?
No, because I don't think it'll come up the same way for you.
Oh.
This is, oh my god, this is just phenomenal. So, okay, to make it easier, let's do this. It'll present a window. We'll present this window.
Oh shit.
And then drag it over here. So the search term that I put in was Texas Pete racist label. And this is the third image that came up.
I see your YouTube
Wrong.
studio.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, we
seeing
see-
video.
see your-
Long
Oh.
screen.
Dee.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Jared, I'm on Amazon right now. And they have images.
Oh, that's comedy gold.
Oh my god.
That is
So,
something else.
I guess what we're talking about hot sauces.
yeah, so trying to find a label of a hot
There.
sauce, and you put the
There we go.
word racist in there, and AOC comes up.
Yeah, those are the two I have.
Anybody else getting fireworks outside? I wonder if it's just me being in the South.
That's just you. Here, let's
I'm not getting fireworks, but I did have protesters out on the roadside today.
Well,
Oh,
okay.
I thought the fireworks for the thing being lifted.
Or they're
Well, that depends on your state.
yeah, I think fireworks in Minnesota might just not go over and have the same meaning. Shh. I don't know. If you ask some
I
of,
think
I don't know. If you ask some of the people out there, like Tim Osmond and Twitwit, those aren't bombs, those are fireworks. Yeah. Yeah, and the justification that one of them gave, I'm not going to say which one, but the justification one of them gave was, well, I've heard flashbangs and practice rounds go off, and that's exactly what it sounded like.
Oh, because you've heard it once, that means that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be flashbangs. Oh yeah.
Where did
That's
they say
on
that
your
at?
stream now.
Oh, it was a discussion in Discord, and the topic of conversation was the event that took place in Boston, which I was a block and a half, almost 2 blocks away when they went off.
Oh, yeah, that one. Okay.
Yeah, nothing like being scheduled and working up in the Prudential building area, which was a short walk away from the finish line.
How much did the government pay you to claim that was real?
Not enough.
Uh-oh.
There it is!
Claim what was real. Wait, what?
See?
Texas original hot
Freaking
sauce.
knew it!
Oh.
Oh, I see it. I see it there. Oh, okay.
That was aboard
I thought they were
every
bigger.
ship. That was aboard every ship and in every mess hall that I went to in my entire active duty career, which started in 2002 and ended in 2008. Those were still the hot sauce bottles that the Navy had.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, we had it aboard.
Kind of makes you wonder, who was in control of that contract?
Someone in procurement?
Yeah.
It was ultimately the guy that was in control of that contract
That's
ultimately
the
became
speed-
CNO while I was in the Navy.
Why
Is he
does
getting a
that not
whip on?
surprise me? What was that, Jay?
I said, is he having a water bong or something?
Oh,
Deprivation
no, I've got a
tank.
thing going.
Oh.
You don't need your CPAP until you're actually trying to sleep.
Maybe he's gonna go on Alan and,
Use
be
it
on
for
the
sleep,
phone
not all the time. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, I could go out to the car. If that would make y'all feel better.
No. We don't want carbon monoxide poisoning.
You won't get carbon monoxide.
It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
No, it's
Yeah,
just
we want a
not.
hard cut.
Oh,
Carbon
Okay, you wish. Okay, you wished. If fucking fresh meat over here got it, you got a problem.
I got a problem. It's called I've been fucking. Oh, sheesh! I've been so distracted today. It's not even funny.
Did you find that dangly bit between your thighs again?
Shut the fuck up, okay? No, it had something to do with somebody else playing with the dangly bits early this morning before she went to work.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Jared.
she left me. She kind of left me blue balled all day.
Okay, so why is Grandma still working?
No, Grandma's not working. Grandma's not working. Mama got a job.
Jared, how do you get closed captioning on live streams?
I would have to turn it on, and I don't feel like it.
No, it is on. I was just wondering, is it auto-generated or something?
Oh, yeah, so that's Google trying to figure out what we're saying. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it on for people so they can see it in the live chat and just realize how fucked up Google can be. But, see, that's
It's pretty accurate a lot of the time, though.
Oh, no. Oh, you need to watch the iNetwork, then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because...
Just watch an episode of The Silly Shills and you'll understand.
Specifically when Taddy is talking.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
It's figuring out what we're saying well, so.
Well, yeah, we're speaking actual English.
Okay, what's that little meme in the corner? If men think with the wrong head, then what? I'm looking at the memes in the corner.
Oh, you haven't seen the meme collection. We will have
No.
to...
Look, I just got through talking about you, damn it, and you come up and bite me on the back of the neck.
Kinky.
Yeah, she's got an issue today, apparently. Well, I have been in Texas for the last month, so, I mean... All right, somewhere there is a photograph or something I am missing. Apparently, for Tasty Echoes to be giggling like a little schoolgirl.
Again, fresh meat. That should explain it all.
Well, there's nothing either fresh nor meaty about me, so.
All right, I'm going to turn off the captions for the moment, so... My bad. Oh. Oh.
When you go back and watch,
These memes are actually pretty funny.
Jared had the captions on when I said that.
So, Rodent No Last Name says, go out to the car... Oh, you mean go out to the Flurf recording studio?
Well, it's not just a Flurf recording studio, okay? I'm not a Flurf. It's just that, it's actually where I can actually get some peace and quiet, and it's actually below 80 degrees outside versus what it is in this house.
Oh. Lord Burns, thank you for that one.
Oh, God, what did he show this time?
Oh, okay, it's not that bad.
The Berenstain Bears go to Texas.
Jeez. Oh, here's a good one for you. Air Force. It's kind of like the military and kind of like kindergarten.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Wait until you watch Space Force on Netflix. It's funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I've heard the reviews on
What
that
is
weren't the
Space
greatest.
Force on Netflix?
Well,
Yeah.
Furball, when Burns said, well, it tried, that's kind of a clue. And that is essentially how you characterized it. They tried.
Here you go, Tech.
Yep.
Somebody, okay. Let's just talk about the fact that somebody thought I worked for Discord.
Huh?
I'm wondering how that
Somebody's-
conversation.
Some-
Where's my?
I just got a random DM, somebody asking me, hey, do you work for Discord? And I'm like, no.
Okay, what type of idiots have you been hanging around with when you're not with us?
Okay, let's see what server they're from. Oh, that explains it. They're from the Hentai Haven server.
Oh, jeez.
I forgot about that one. This is why you got to be specific with veteran dads. Daughter, I'm having problems with a guy. Like, body won't fit in the bag kind of problems? Mom! Well, now, to be fair, a Furball, have you already got it planned out? Just the outfit you're going to be wearing when you're cleaning your firearm while she brings over her first boyfriend?
Oh, I need a new special firearm for that. Nothing I have is intimidating and scary enough.
You
But
need
the
one of-
outfit, I don't know. See, now, do I want to go
What outfit?
professional? Do I want to go professional and I know how to hide a body? Or do I want to go insane and hillbilly of, I don't care about going to jail?
Again,
Okay, I got you.
like me.
Dressed in an all-black suit and just look
One
like
at a
a man while cleaning a pistol.
hang on. One at a time.
One at a time.
Couldn't understand either of you, so recruit, go for it.
Dress in an all-black suit and just clean one of your pistols like Hitman.
I already dress like that for work now, so that's easy.
Yeah. We're thinking something that will also kind of either make his daughter laugh or be worried as well. This is where I'm
Now-
thinking hillbilly.
No,
This is
Undertaker
where-
outfit.
This is where he needs to get a wife beater and overalls. with a hole in the butt of those overalls.
No.
While cleaning his gun, learning how to chew Red Man, or at least a pouch of Red Man on the coffee table next to the cleaning supplies, going, I got access to 150 acres. Spit. I don't give a frack about going to jail.
Oh no. Even better. Fuck the overalls. Baggy tighty whities only.
No.
See, now, I'm kind of partial.
We want the young man to be concerned, not scarred. For
Oh,
the
hell
remainder
no.
of his
Oh,
Okay.
hell no. No. See, I planned this out for the instance in case I had a daughter, which haven't yet, and probably should be thankful for that one. Loose tighty whities. Firearm only matters for one thing. Is the round large enough to use a Sharpie to write his name on it?
Furball, I got you. When is he gonna be over? Because I can get you a. Do you know what a 50 Beowulf is? Because they'll fit if you have an AR-15. They'll fit in an AR-15 mag, and just load an AR-15 mag with 50 cal.
See, I'm thinking your original thoughts of black suits. I can do 90% of this already. Invite him into my office to chat, tell him to sit down, and then as he sits down in the chair and he notices that it's covered in plastic, and he starts to become concerned, I sit there cleaning my gun and slowly twisting on the silencer and just casually chatting. And he doesn't notice until afterwards that, like, right behind him is a target, like, right here.
And put a shovel next to the door.
No.
Yeah.
No, the shovel.
Please.
No,
it's a dirty shovel.
No, the shovel is behind the desk in the corner. That it's only after he starts looking around for what else he missed that he notices it.
You're near some bodies of water, right?
You know where
Leave
I
some
live.
cinder blocks and chains near the door.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, I might need your help. Just come on north. We need to go on a boat ride.
A bag of concrete mixed in a bucket. A couple buckets.
No, I mean, thankfully my daughter is in her 20s and I wasn't around during her dating age. So, I actually got to avoid all that stress. It all fell on her mother.
Yeah,
my
it's still a
daughter's
lot of fun.
10. My daughter's 10, and I still have all this to look forward to.
Hey, it's only a couple years
And have
away.
nightmares about.
It's only a couple years, man. It's only a couple years. You got enough time.
Yeah.
What you do, you have them go into a big conference room, and we're all sitting around the table, and put them at the head of the table with a light on, like it's a job interview.
I'd like to introduce you to the council. Well, what type of council? I mean, they decide your fate.
Oh, no,
like
no.
if I get to date your daughter?
No, what you need to do.
No, your fate.
No, what you need to do. Get like 5 or 6 laptops with you, and set up a Google Meet or something, and have us all show up with our
We're the
avatars.
qual board.
Oh,
And then you have the cam on, so sitting there with him, and we can all just sit there and ponder his demise.
yeah, it's not as intimidating when it's a bunch of disembodied faces. I mean, just look at the meeting in Demolition Man.
Oh yeah, those monitors.
Oh no, I you know, for me, when Strongheart and I got married, it was kind of okay. If we have a daughter, how many guns do I really need? Versus,
All of them. No, that's not. It's never a question of how many guns do you need.
okay, well, you see, here's the thing: is that my want was 3 shotguns, 3 pistols, and 4 rifles. Okay. Now, somewhere along the lines of us trying to have a family, I suddenly realized my want was not going to meet my need if I had a daughter.
Are you practicing the trombone there, Peck?
He's cleaning it.
Cleaning it and lubricating it.
Yeah, he was. Hey, you missed it earlier. He was playing with his trumpet.
I'm trying to get my dad to give
I'm
up
on the
his.
3rd instrument.
So, Furball, is this pretty true?
No, the coronavirus is not like the stand. It's not anywhere near as serious. It's
That's a lot
eminently
of strength.
survivable. Keep calm, and
What?
take all reasonable precautions.
I see a character from Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, guys, I honestly think you guys would like VR chat. It's just a bunch of weebs and military guys running around as anime girls, talking to each other.
So, Goku dolls.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is the reaction I was going for.
And let me guess, the fresh meat would be the reject.
Yep.
Oh, this one is actually pretty true, right, Jared?
I can't see it, so.
Hold on, I'm bringing it back up.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a simplified version.
Well, this is the Marine Corps version. Come on now, we got to be nice to them.
I mean, where's the crayons?
Yut.
They had to hide the color chalk. I mean, come on now.
They can't use. They don't want to use crayons. They don't want to eat them.
That's true.
This one's true as well. I thought only Korea did that many medals.
He's British. You must understand. They
Which
gave away
area?
a medal for sneezing.
Things keep up like they are. That guy. Someone's going to end up with that many medals after boot camp.
Now, we all can't be like the Air Force.
Man, whenever you go into an Air Force recruiter's office, they give you a phone book. They tell you it's about 35 degrees outside. Now tell me the speed of an F-16 on a bombing run.
At what point in...
The run.
Yeah.
What?
Well, that's what you would actually I would need to ask is at what point during the attack run? Because they
Okay, good point.
yeah,
Before we fire, it's before we fire the proton torpedoes into the vent.
Burns, I have a question for
About
you.
to.
How accurate is this?
What's that?
How accurate is this?
No, I'm gonna miss, man.
That
No,
statement.
Yeah.
trust me, there was no nap time.
Not sure.
This one's extremely
No, no,
accurate for recent history.
Oh no, it's not. It wasn't nap time. It's called beauty rest. I bet.
Oh, see, Sean Carroll even has it in the live chat on why I asked that clarifying question. Because depending on what they're attacking and over what terrain, are they coming in for a level strafing run, or are they doing a vertical drop and then scoot? Different attack
don't know.
profiles are going to have different velocities at different segments.
Oh, gee.
Bunch of cuts.
Now,
You
you know
know
this is
them.
Photoshop because they're not wearing their PT belts.
Yeah, that's Photoshop. Where's the PT belt? Which actually,
Wait,
that,
do you guys have to wear a PT belt for everything you do?
in the Army, pretty much.
Yeah.
We're slowly getting away from
Why?
that. The culture has left.
Why?
But like I said last, have you not seen the memes for the PT belt? Like, it's a
No.
character in the army. The PT belt is a character in the army,
Hold on,
and it
I
can
will-
save you from anything. Now, I'm not kidding that when I was in Iraq, you had to wear your PT belt to go to the chow hall in Iraq. And there were guys that would come onto base
Hold on.
from a different
Hold on.
base. They're on combat patrol and they stop at our base. And they can't get into the chow hall because why the fuck would you bring a PT belt on a combat patrol?
Here you go.
Nice.
Are you looking at the Google Meet?
At the Citadel. Okay, so at my time at the Citadel, I learned why the Citadel wears PT belts, and it's pretty hilarious.
See the PT belt? Protect you against frostbite.
Oh,
Oh my
the
goodness.
Citadel has to wear a PT belt because the Commandant couldn't stop hitting people with a damn golf cart, so they started making people wear it, and it still didn't cut down on the number of people hit by his fucking golf cart.
Scary
Yeah,
thing is I
at
still-
TRADOC bases, they don't wear PT belts. They wear reflect vests.
Here you go.
And on those reflective vests, you have to have your name and rank so that people can salute when needed.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry. If someone, I've seen this. I've seen the uniforms they wear at the Citadel. If he can't miss them on his
It's
golf
only
cart.
with the PT uniform. It's only with the PT uniform, though.
And I,
Oh, yeah,
the scary
dude.
thing is, I still have my PT belt. That's
Which
the
one's
scary
turbo?
thing.
I do too. From the Citadel, I still wear mine to run because I'm scared of the people I live around. They don't know how to fucking drive. I live in South Carolina.
Now,
Worst drivers by state.
have you met a masshole yet?
Exactly. I was just going to ask him that.
I don't know. Every time I see someone driving really, really badly on the interstates here, they always have a New Jersey license plate.
Well, there's Jersey. Where would they go to below master?
Hey, are they trying to protect? Are they trying to protect the enemy combatants or something with that?
Tracer rounds.
Oh my god. That.
Nice.
There's. Yeah, that one's got to be saved.
Okay, I have a question to ask. I had a question to ask about one of your pictures.
Which one?
The one with the one with the dude with the big beard.
That doesn't really narrow it down.
No, whenever you went to save a picture, it's actually on your computer.
Oh,
Oh.
Jay.
Yeah, what about
It needs an It needs an explanation.
I have a wealth of memes and stuff that just you don't need to know. But are you talking
I
about
do
this
too.
one here?
Okay, I understand that.
Are you talking about this one?
Yes.
Oh, fucking Ross.
That's Flat Earth Ozzy Jesus.
Otherwise known as Ross Thatcher. He is, he's special.
He is
Like the meme
unique.
says. Here, like the meme says. Insert whatever word you want there.
Yeah.
The Earth is flat because I'm a special snowflake and I want to believe something different than everybody else.
And this,
No, the Earth is flat because my Connected Dots coloring book Bible said so.
Here you go, Furball.
Wow.
nice.
Your next
Short
plus.
special.
You know,
Yeah.
That's impressive. I love that.
I could see someone actually trying to suggest that.
Oh, the question is, they probably got beyond suggestion. They probably had a prototype and someone had to wear it for a day.
Some
Well, look
sergeant
at-
major
you get 100% of PT belt.
suggested that.
So.
Hey, who needs the Kevlar when you have a uniform made out of PT belt?
Wait. Go back one.
Yeah.
What's-
Yeah, I've seen that one many times.
Yeah, we have this in the road.
Still not
Yeah.
doing blanks.
Yeah, it's entirely photo op.
Lamar.
At least he doesn't have a BFA on
And the
gun.
media.
That would have made it even better.
Is that the thing you put on front? Is that the thing
Yeah.
you put on the front?
Yes,
The
sir.
blank firing adapter, and it's bright and fluorescent. So if you ever see anybody take a picture
It's-
like this and they conveniently don't have the muzzle of the gun in frame,
That's
it's
why.
because they have a BFA on.
I forgot his PT belt.
Isn't the BFA like fluorescent blue?
I think they're usually red.
But anyways, when she asked if you had protection, I always point to that safety belt.
How much do y'all hate the reflective belts?
I don't know. I don't live in the real army anymore. When I did, it was a nightmare.
I can always go over to Fort Leonard Wood and find out. I mean, before I go back to Texas.
Yeah, Leonard Wood is one of those places where they don't have a PT belt; they have a PT vest.
Yeah. And they hate those.
So Furball, did you have to write them up this year?
Nice.
Nice.
Did y'all? Okay. Sorry to bring up politics, but did y'all hear that the Supreme Court might do a hearing on California's assault weapon ban as unconstitutional?
Well, seeing as how by technicality assault weapons are not an actual thing, how can they ban something that
Ban
doesn't
something that-
exist?
Wait, you're trying to have a legit.
It's always
It's
just
because
been hardware.
they hurt my feelings. Oh no!
No, it's because it's big, it's black, and it's scary looking. It looks like a Star Wars weapon. It looks like a weapon from Star Wars.
Oh, for a second,
Didn't
I thought
somebody get arrested?
I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that. You wish.
Didn't some girl get arrested in California for
Canada.
dressing up as a stormtrooper and having a blaster?
Canada.
That was Canada.
It's Canada.
A couple of years ago, a soldier at Fort Bragg was also arrested at the gate over Halloween because he came dressed as a suicide bomber.
Okay, who the hell put him up to that, and how much alcohol did they pay him with?
I don't know, but he got arrested. There was also another guy right before I left that paid for a Glamour Shots photo shoot in the mall, and he brought all this stuff in bags with him, and he put on his uniform, garbed up, put some blood on him, had an AR-15, took the pictures, and then decided it would be a good idea to not put everything back on, but to walk out of the mall dressed like that. And he was arrested and charged.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was charged with something that nobody had been charged with for 100 years. It was like public menacing. Because you know what? You scare the fuck out of people when you walk through the mall bloody with an assault rifle.
Wow.
Now, the question, Furball, is did he get charged at the civilian or the military level or both?
Oh, yeah.
Both.
So the guy in the mall was charged as a civilian by the locals because that was local jurisdiction and local ordinance, the 100-year-old law. The guy at the gate, that was UCMJ and federal.
Oh, no, I was just talking about the guy at the mall. I mean, I figured he'd gotten hammered on both.
Well,
He put his
He
uniform
could have,
on.
but the thing is, usually you don't get charged for both. It's a agreement basically between all the local jurisdictions that if they do something off post, they have primary jurisdiction to adjudicate the crime. If they decide not to, it's a discussion between the local prosecutor and the military prosecutor that the military will prosecute. Rarely are you prosecuted through both. Because if you get prosecuted through the locals and you go to jail, we just boot you from the army.
Well, yeah, I was going to say the way they get you typically is they'll let the civilians prosecute you, then they'll get you for UA or AWOL.
It's not AWOL. There's actually a discharge category in the Army for discharge due to confinement.
I guess they had it happen
Now,
enough they needed to.
Now, when I was in Colorado, we did have a guy that was charged with sexual assault in Pueblo, and he was acquitted by the city and state in Pueblo due to whatever reason they thought that they didn't get the evidence in that they should have and that they had a stronger case. So even though he'd been acquitted by the state, the Army still prosecuted him.
Double jeopardy does
After-
not apply.
After the original prosecution.
Speaking of Pueblo, did anybody hear about last weekend in Pueblo? Actually, I don't know if it's Pueblo or if it's outside of Pueblo. Anyway, there were 4 shootings on the highway out there.
Yeah.
Actually, where is it, Furball, you're from? Where's the Air Force Academy at?
Colorado
Air Force
Springs.
Academy is on the northern side of Colorado Springs, like far north. It's like an hour and a half north.
It's right
of
by
Pueblo.
Boulder.
Y'all
right
can
by
pull
Boulder.
y'all pull this news article up. My great nephew was one of the kids shot in that.
Really?
Yeah, last Saturday.
Yeah. Pueblo is not a nice area.
Well, this is outside of Colorado Springs where he was shot at, apparently, from what I'm gathering from my wife's details, because she's the one that's been following it. I haven't. It's her great nephew. It's my great nephew by marriage, but I've met the kid. He's really, really good. Got a good square head on his shoulders. Definitely did not need to have somebody pull up next to him and shoot him 4 times. But
Damn.
last report I had was that he was actually up and walking, but he's going to have a rough time of it getting back to where he was prior to the shooting.
Yeah, it just goes to show people are fucking assholes.
Well, if I ever catch this
That
asshole, I have
is a fact.
50 acres in East Texas, I can conveniently grind him up and hide his body on.
Oh, this is a good one.
I didn't hear that.
So, apparently, a viewer in our live chat was stationed at Fort Dix a while back. They had a guy at Fort Dix get caught stealing
Talking about
the sacramental wine from the chaplain.
Colorado Springs or Pueblo? Or
I think Pueblo.
Pueblo?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I'd have to pull it back up.
Yeah, Furball just said that Pueblo was not a good area.
No.
So
she lives just outside of Pueblo, I think. I don't know by how many miles, but
so it was Pueblo, guys.
Furball.
Okay.
Hey, Furball. You know, my brother used to live in Monument. You know where that is?
Yeah, that's up north between Colorado Springs and Denver.
Oh,
Yeah.
Furball, want to have some real fun?
What?
Hey, recruit, how the fuck did you address him?
Furball?
Oh, so now you're just
That's
on
sir,
that.
you little maggot.
I don't know what else to fucking call him.
Sir, he's active duty Army and a chief warrant officer.
CW4, right?
So chief or sir will do.
All right, Chief.
Problem is he's joining the Navy, and a chief is completely different in the Navy.
Yeah,
It is.
just keep in mind, Tasty, that when you join the Navy, do not refer to a chief warrant officer as chief.
You refer to them as warrant officer.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And just so you know, I muted you because the key dinging in your car is annoying as fuck.
And no, I'm not a 4, I'm a 3.
Oh, you're a 3. I thought you were 4. Sorry.
What? Thought your promotion was from 3 to 4, not 2 to 3.
No, it's 2 to 3.
He still
Okay.
doesn't do anything. He's
I
a
know,
warrant officer.
I know a warrant officer's job is to like bridge between like the enlisted and the officer ranks, but is there actually a reason for warrant officers beyond that?
Well,
It's
the
not a
Navy,
bridge. It Go ahead, because you'll be more pertinent to his perspective.
yeah, and the Navy, our warrant officers serve more as subject matter experts as opposed to like.
That's accurate for the Army as well. That's the original purpose of it was subject matter experts. It was the original warrant officers were finance warrant officers, 200 or 100 some years ago. Basically, it was your enlisted guys were too dumb to run the numbers, and officers are generalists. They're very broad. So, like an infantry officer can do anything in the infantry realm. That's pick up a gun, lead a platoon, lead a company. Do supply, do the personnel, intelligence. They are officers are generalists. Warrant officers
Right.
are specialists. So you have that one thing that you do and you don't go outside of it. And then are not warrant officer branches or warrant officer fields for everything. So there are still finance warrant officers. There are legal warrant officers. They're paralegals. They're the ones that are specialized in the law. They're not lawyers, but they're also not the minions doing paperwork. There are motor pool maintenance warrant officers because they run a mechanics bay and fix the vehicles. You generally always started out as the doer, and you could work your way up on the enlisted side. But the higher up you get on the enlisted side, the farther away you get from your job, and the more you beans and bullets take care of the troops. So who's going to run the motor pool? You're going to have an E8, E7, E8 that also has to do beans and bullets? Are you going to have a lieutenant that has never turned a wrench? Or you let those guys that want to stay in the realm go through a warrant officer school, become a warrant officer, and then be the subject matter expert in the motor pool? There's also radar techs that are warrant officers. Military intelligence has warrant officers, and for the Army, there are no investigators, law enforcement investigators that are officers. We have our military policemen. Our military police companies are ran by military police officers who are generalists. Then their battalions have a battalion commander, a Lieutenant Colonel 05, that is a generalist, everything in the realm of law enforcement, and which the Army has no idea what law enforcement is. It's actually combat support, which they lost their focus on that 15 years ago, but that's something else for another day. You can take the second word out of military police, and it's still just as accurate. For me, in my field, we are not directly with the military police. We start out as enlisted investigators, and you can become a warrant officer to be the subject matter expert to lead a small group of investigators. So the person that runs an investigative office is a warrant officer. It's not an officer. But at a certain level, what thing that sucks is that we still have to have officers. So my battalion commander is an MP officer because you have to have that 05.
Okay.
Why? Because the Army says so. But up to that battalion commander, all of the leadership and know-how comes from warrant officers because you're a technical subject matter expert in field.
Yeah.
Now-
Now,
What warrant officer are you? What's your role?
Say again?
What would your role be as a warrant officer? Are you the legal one or?
Investigative.
Yeah. Okay. You're an investigative.
So have you seen that really shitty series of TV shows called NCIS?
Yes. You're one of those guys.
Except for the Army, but real.
oh, come on. Admit it. They got it right in the Army when they had those episodes.
You know what, though? I prefer NCIS to Air Force. NCIS has always been much more helpful. But yeah, that's what I do. The thing is that with the Navy, all of their investigators are civilian, whereas the Army were active duty.
Why does the Navy do civilian? Is there a reason
To-
for
Better
it?
people.
Civilian
well,
We
investigators?
do everything differently.
Well, yeah. They're so you're gonna learn.
Yeah, I
you're-
understand.
No, you're gonna learn this, and you are going to end up living by it if you are going to survive. There's the right way, the wrong way, and the Navy way. Get
Now,
remember
get that in your head now. Now, by keeping that in mind, when it comes to NCIS, this is one of the things where the Navy way actually does have a glimmer of making sense. Not much of one, but a little bit. Part of the justification for having it be your civilian contractors, your GS
GS
rates,
employees.
yeah, be the NCIS investigators, is to prevent the potential of someone gunning for a promotion, going after something just for the sake of making themselves look better and get rank in the service. You have that separation where it's not the service investigating the service.
And it's also a big thing
Okay.
is for us. So like I have E4s, E5s, E6s that are investigators that have the authority to investigate a homicide. And if it's a full bird colonel that's the offender, I can easily have an E5 running that investigation. When that E5 interviews that 05 or 06, we have regulations that protect us to not disclose what pay grade we are. Because in that room, it doesn't matter. During an investigation, it doesn't matter. So we try and, not that we
All that
hide it
matters
from
is the
people.
fact.
Correct. So if the person is higher grade than you, that is the accused, they can try and use that against you. Or on the other side, me as a CW3, if I step in that room and I interview you as an E2, and you go to court for whatever reason, you could argue that the only reason I talked and confessed was because I was talking to a senior officer. So we have to be very careful
I
about
see.
not disclosing rank, not using that, and being very above board during it. You know, it's human to human in that room. It doesn't matter. And when you're a GS employee, doesn't matter. Now, the only NCIS active duty people you will see are actually Marines. You will see NCIS agents that are Marines assigned to an NCIS office. And the reason for that is a historical belief that you can put a civilian on a boat, but you can't send a civilian to war. So if the Marines go to combat or the Navy goes to
Okay.
combat, you can send the Marine active duty NCIS agent into combat. Problem is that when we went into Iraq, you have any fucking idea how many civilians we had in Iraq? Shit ton. So it
A
kind of
fuck
blew that
ton, yeah.
philosophy. But Yeah, but still to this day, the only active duty NCIS agents you'll ever see are active duty Marines. There are no Navy NCIS agents. The Air Force does a 50-50 on it, where like half of their investigators are civilian, half of them are active duty, but they also have O grade investigators.
Okay.
Under the warrant
And-
officer thing too, the Navy's a little bit more complicated too, because we kind of have two roles that sort of fit the warrant officer.
The
Concept.
LDO.
Yeah, because we have the
Yeah.
LDOs as
Yep.
well.
The Army doesn't have a thing as an LDO. That doesn't exist
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah, because you
So-
got
What's an LDO?
limited
LDO is
duty
a-
officer.
You'll
So
find that on a boomer. Your AWEPS is usually an LDO, former missile tech. Occasionally might be a torpedo man.
You're not going to be a generalist. You're going to be a specialist as an O grade.
yeah,
Right.
The
that's
Army
what the elders
doesn't.
are.
Yeah.
The Army doesn't agree with that philosophy. That's why we have warrant officers.
yeah. Actually,
Because you know what? You can pay warrant officers less money.
well,
There's been debate on that in the Navy because some people consider that kind of doubling up too.
well,
We
so
have the warrant officer specialist and the LDO specialist, so they do kind of fit slightly different.
Well, so you'll have. So here's the thing that you'll come across is you'll actually, on the aviation side, you'll come across a lot of LDOs who were, made E6, were board eligible for chief, but went the commissioning route instead. And they will be your QA officers, your quality assurance officers, your AMO, your aircraft maintenance officers, or up to department head of an AIMD, of an aircraft intermediate maintenance department or detachment. They will stay in that field, but do your general officer type stuff of being a division officer, QA officer, and in that echelon. Whereas you'll still have a limited number, but you will still have warrant officers in the aviation rates as well for your almost a bridge between being a tech rep through NADEP, through the depot level guys, and also interfacing directly with the officer corps and the staff side of it as well. I had a woe on the Kitty Hawk, not on the Stennis, but on the Kitty Hawk we had a woe that was an AT. So you would see the warrant officer bar on one side, and then a gold specialty mark for the AT rate on his other collar.
You almost say one is a
Okay.
more administrative technician and the other one's a more technical administrator.
Yeah, but believe it or not, yeah, that is actually a very good way to put it.
Nice. Yeah.
Because technically, supply officers are LDOs.
Well, they're
Well,
staff
they're
officers.
they're
It's a little bit different.
supply corps, and that's another thing in the Navy. They have more definitive officer corps. So your line officers are the ones who will end up being pilots, and your surface, subsurface, and your warfare officers that end up going to full combat command type of path potential, like an aircraft carrier. The XO and CO of an aircraft carrier will always be a pilot or NFO, Naval Flight Officer. That is part of the requirements to be actually the air boss, mini boss, XO or CO of an aircraft carrier, is you have your wings as an officer. And in order to get your wings, you got to be...
That makes sense.
yeah, you got to be a line officer to get that. You're not going to have a supply officer be in command of a ship.
You
Now,
could
one
on
area for
another
the Army
ship,
for
just
the
not
warrant
on an
officers that's
aircraft
really
carrier.
weird. That's weird is pilots. And we everything
Y'all
for
have
us
flying
rotary
warrant
wing.
officers.
We have flying warrant officers, but we also have flying O grades. So you can have a pilot. You can have a pilot that's a CW3 and his co-pilot's a lieutenant. And in the beginnings of their flight careers are generally the same. Learn how to fly, don't die, keep the aircraft in the air. But the warrant officers are pilots. The officers, we don't have LDOs, so everybody, all O grades are generalists. So the company commander is an O grade. And at some, you'll go to the supply office, you'll go end up being in the other S shops. As an O grade, you can get promoted out of the seat to fly.
Yep.
And I've actually met several O grades captains that were getting ready to get promoted to major that did not want to go that route. So they resigned their commission and became CW3s to keep flying.
And LDOs in the Navy, though,
Just because they love flying.
Yep.
LDOs are not staff officers; they are line officers. They're just limited duty line officers.
Yep.
Yeah, in the Army, it's for the O grades. They're both. They're line officers and they're staff officers. So in the S1 shop, the personnel, all of the enlisted guys that are doing the personnel actions are in the personnel field. They're run by an infantry lieutenant.
Actually,
The guys that are in the 2 shop, the
No.
3 shop, they
Go back
are
to
all
that.
very specific. The 4 shop, the
scroll-
supply.
zoom back
All
in.
of those guys are enlisted supply techs, but they're run by an infantry lieutenant.
So
And then they jump around from positions so that they know how the entire operation works.
So something interesting here. One of these that are showing on screen right now is currently retired. In that it is still worn, but only by those people who actually earned it and rated it before they decommissioned the specific badge. Anyone want to take a guess which one it is?
I know which one.
The NCAA Naval
Balloon
Astronaut-
pilot?
Nope.
Is it balloon?
Nope. Well, here's the thing. Balloon pilot has been gone for a while. I'm talking about something that transitioned out and was no longer issued within the last 15 years.
would have been the naval aviation or naval astronaut flight officer.
No, those are still eligible if a naval officer becomes...
Naval Aviation Observer.
Nope, that one's still there.
Oh no, it'd be CA.
The one that he's circling around.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, the astronaut ones are still eligible if they actually have someone from the Navy get selected. That's what their pin would change to. That one right there, that is Combat Air Crew, which was originally given to the Marines. But in 2005, they stopped issuing that one out and changed it to... Anyone want to take a guess?
Aviation Air Crew, ACs.
Yeah, just Air Crew. The one
Air
above
Crew.
it. They moved all enlisted naval aviation, which includes the Marine Corps, to the one Air Crew pin. Combat, search and rescue, swimmer, doesn't matter. If you are enlisted Air Crew of any specialty, of any type, that pin is what you wear.
My question is, what would a balloon pilot have done
Zeppelins.
other than pilot a balloon? What would
Zeppelins.
Zeppelins?
That's it. You've never heard of the dirigible? You've never heard of the Shiloh, or what were the other 4, Jared? There was the Shiloh, and there were 3 others, I think, that the Navy operated.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
I think 2 or 3 of them crashed in the teens and 20s.
Gotta tell you, it's like there's a few on the right side I have never seen before.
The supply officers? The
Well,
medical
no,
officer?
submarine engineering duty. I've never seen that one. I've never seen submarine medical.
I've seen Supply.
Well, yeah, I've seen supply.
I actually got to watch our shop get.
Wait,
pinned.
Yeah, we all have at least one of those. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Well, question for
Well,
you, Richard.
there's somebody on the boat with the supply pin. You just never see him.
No, you always see them.
You always see the chop.
There's no way you don't see anyone on the boat.
Yeah, the crew
Okay.
is too small on a submarine.
Okay, recruit.
You got to be pretty damn clever to be unseen.
Well, I was,
Okay, recruit. Which one of these pins was first?
definitely not astronaut.
This one is actually really close. Because if I remember right, the two options that you could go with were established in the same year as a uniform item.
But which
Would it
one
be
was
balloon
established
pilot
first?
and air crew?
No.
The Army still flies balloons. I'd like to know if they get balloon pilots' wings.
No.
We get the big eye in the sky.
Yeah, but they're tethered.
Well, they're supposed to be. They aren't always, especially when a rotary wing flies too close and doesn't pay
Yeah.
attention.
So
But
let
they're still tethered, technically.
let's narrow down the options. The top 4 on the right are all post World War II.
He's talking about.
Yeah.
These-
Okay.
You were right to disqualify these two.
Would it be naval aviator? Is the earliest one?
No.
That one's in the running, but what would it be competing against?
Oh,
Aviation warfare specialist.
Nope.
Am I wrong?
aviation psychologist. No, I know that's not it, but
Let's put it
Would
this
it
way:
be-
there was one on the left side, one on the right side, and they were established months apart.
so naval aviator and probably supply.
Nope.
I couldn't tell you then.
Oh, yeah.
Medic?
You are gonna have so much fun on your murder boards.
Murder boards. Okay, I like the sound of that.
No, you.
Those are your promotion boards. Those
No.
are absolute murder because you literally have to know every goddamn thing.
No. This is the warfare qual board.
Oh. Yeah,
'Cause-
something I made it a
I'm going to
point
find out what
to
boat you're
avoid.
on, and I'm going to make sure they ask you this question.
What?
Just the fact that he said
Would it be
that should
submarine?
be a hint.
Submarine. The submarine pin.
Yes, the dolphins.
The Dolphins. The Dolphins were first
Yep.
before the Naval Aviator, but not by much. Which is why I give Jared shit for it. The Navy
Okay.
had come out.
I was thinking
And
it
as
had
a-
something to do with aviation because I thought
Well,
submarines. We didn't have subs during World War II, but I was mistaken, I guess.
Oh, we had
yeah.
him World War One.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, we did?
we had
Yeah.
them during the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, the fucking
God.
Bushnell turtle. Oh. You know what? You're going to be going to sub school up in Groton. Oh, let me know
Oh, no,
when.
no, he's not.
The
No, I'm not.
The
No, I'm
final
not.
design was approved in what 1924.
Wait, if he goes boomer, that's right. He's probably going to be.
If he's nuke, he's not going to go.
Yeah.
To school.
Yeah, I go through all Charleston, South Carolina, my hometown.
You know that's a shame because there's a lot of direct history that you need to learn about the sub fleet that is actually up here in this neck of the woods.
Let's go.
see
He
here.
still have to go to the same damn qual board we did.
All right, let's see if I can find a.
Except
get-
most subs of the Revolutionary War never came back to the surface.
What did you just say?
You'll get the
Somebody
crank,
said
too.
that in the chat. Except most subs in the Revolutionary War.
But wait. No, there were no submarines in the Revolutionary War.
Excuse
Civil
me?
War.
No, there's
Civil
one.
War.
There was one.
The turtle.
The
No,
the,
that
Hun-
was
Hunley was Civil
the,
War.
Hunley, the Hunley was Civil War.
Yes.
That was the turtle.
No.
The turtle was the Civil War.
Oh,
No,
was
Turtle
it?
No,
War is
turtle was the
Turtle's
Revolutionary War.
Was
Turtle's
it?
Revolutionary
War. And
Damn.
the turtle came back up.
The Hunley didn't.
Yep.
The Hunley didn't come back up, but
The
the Hunley,
Hunley,
the Hunley was the first submarine to sink a vessel in an attack at wartime, though.
Yeah, true.
What's the saying?
Has any
There's
has
a lot
anybody
more
ever seen the Hunley?
planes at the bottom of the ocean.
And submarines in the sky. I mean, you're not wrong there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids for school, we're forcing them to do history classes, and once a week we watch Liberty's Kids, which is a cartoon started
all
with
right.
the pre-Revolutionary War, and they've got a couple episodes ago they did the turtle.
Yeah. Hey, Furball, here's a question for you.
So,
Name the only civilian to reach the rank of colonel in the U.S. Army and down a Japanese Zero.
Well, technically, if he made the rank of colonel, then he isn't really a civilian.
He was a civilian advisor with the honorary rank of colonel.
are you talking Jerry Lewis?
No! Oh my God, no. No.
I don't know them.
Somebody less famous, or somebody less funny and far more famous for his feat of flying to England.
Oh,
Really?
In fact, his son was the subject of a international baby hunt.
Lindbergh.
Slightly.
Charles
Who was
Lindbergh.
Really?
Charles Lindbergh.
The Spirit of St.
Yeah.
Louis.
Yes, he
Yep.
advised. He was a civilian advisor with the honorary rank of colonel to a squadron of P-38s in the South Pacific, and actually got into the seat of one of the P-38s to learn how to fly it and learn how to maximize its fuel efficiency and its combat performance, and in doing so, actually downed a Japanese Zero.
That's pretty baller right there.
Well, so now here's the semantics of it: that all of the airmen around him shooting down Zeros are free and clear of conscience, but he was a civilian. That's called murder.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There you go. Learn this.
Oh,
God.
enjoy that.
Yeah.
I remember that nightmare board. There
Oh.
you go, recruit.
Oh, wait.
that's a little dated, but okay.
Yeah, little dated, but here's a good question
There's
that I.
rates on there that don't even exist anymore.
Oh yeah, like RM.
Shut up,
Fire,
Pat.
the fire controlman emblem is not a fire control technician, and the fire controlman emblem now has little lightning bolts next to it.
Yeah.
Torpedoman's gone. Quartermaster's gone.
Well, that's on the sub. That's on the sub.
Yeah, they still
Well,
have
fair.
quartermasters on the surface. Yeah, signalmen are gone. They were merged into the QM rate.
The emblem that's the radioman emblem is now the information technology wing.
I
Yeah.
know.
Mike71 says that Chuck Norris was Air Force. I didn't know that you would disparage Chuck Norris by claiming he was Air Force.
Nice.
Not
All right.
a fan.
All right. Hang on. Let's really start to give. Let's give him a. Let's give the recruit a question that he is going to get, and he does have to be able to respond with correctly and completely, or his RDCs are going to have fun with him.
Oh, I already know what the question is.
Oh, really?
Oh, do you?
Which one?
Yes. Probably.
Oh no, because I have a feeling Jay and Tech are going to enjoy this one I laughed when I first heard it. I heard the question asked because it is something that had no threat to me. It had no weight because I grew up around it. So, Recruit.
What is it?
So, Recruit, what is the rank in the collar insignia for an E7 in the U.S. Navy?
E7. Okay, so an E7 is a chief, so it's an anchor.
Wrong.
The anchor.
Ranks are just fucking confusing.
Wrong.
Yeah. Let me. A fouled. No, it's not a fouled anchor.
Oh, would you like to hear the proper response?
Please let
What
me
is
give
the
it.
proper response?
Please let me give it.
For an,
Please let me give
for
it.
an E7, let's see if You Wished remembers it exactly.
It is an anchor with a star above it. It is a senior chief.
E7?
That's not what he asked.
7. Chief.
Oh, okay.
No
It's
star.
just the anchor.
And
Yeah, it's just the-
even then, you still got it wrong, too. Again, this is how fucking pedantic they are going to be. Get used to it. So, would you like to hear the appropriate response?
Of course.
A gold fouled anchor with silver superimposed USN.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, I
extra.
Yeah.
That
No, that's not extra. That's accurate.
yes.
It is accurate. Yeah, but describing it in detail is a bit extra.
No, that is
No, it's
attention to detail.
detail.
Tasty, just don't
Okay.
do what that idiot in my section in boot camp did. An inspection of the frickin' division senior chiefs there, standing in front of his fucking dumbass. He holds up a card with the senior chief collar insignia on it. Asked him what rank it is, and he says lieutenant. I was down at Bucket Division Sidewalk Intensive Training the next morning with his ass.
Were we in the same unit and boot camp? Were we in the same division?
Did you go to Orlando?
No, I did not. I went to Great Mistakes.
And we were not, because I went to Orlando.
Because no, we had a guy give the same response and we all got dropped for it.
No, they didn't all get dropped for it. I just ended up down at Division Sidewalk Intensive Training the next morning with his ass. And they really love section leaders down there. I can tell you much right now.
So tell me how Jared's description is wrong. Or excessive.
Okay. No. Okay, yeah, that is right. But what does superimposed mean? Is the letters on top superimposed?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I thought superimposed meant inlaid in something. I'm just
Well, over top of,
laid
like-
over top of.
Yeah, laid over. Yeah.
So which color device is this?
that is a Master Chief of the Navy, MCPON.
Now, how would you accurately describe that if asked what is the collar device of the MCPON?
And I'll move
Okay,
away.
so a gold anchor with a superimposed USN with 3 silver stars on top.
Wrong.
You forgot one important detail about the anchor.
Golden
The chain. Look
anchor
at
with
the
the
chain.
chain. The chain.
Gold.
The chain's important.
What do we call it when like a gold chain is wrapped around the anchor? There's a term we use for that.
So fouled anchor.
Isn't it fouled?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
A gold fouled
A
anchor.
gold with a superimposed USN and 3
What color?
stars in silver.
What color USN?
Silver.
Silver superimposed
Silver
USN with three,
With 3 silver stars.
with 3 silver stars perched above the anchor.
Okay.
Perched like a bird.
And see, this is why I'm glad I'm out of the Navy. I don't have to remember this shit. Oh,
You're lucky.
Yep.
Ooh,
Okay.
Okay, let's. I got one.
Here's a nightmare. Here's a nightmare question for you, recruit.
What?
A one
What's going to be the
a
name?
sleeve insignia, 1/8 in diameter. What rank is that?
Would that be a seaman recruit
No.
or
Let me-
seaman
let me
apprentice? Sorry.
No. That is an ensign. A sleeve insignia is always a sleeve band is always worn by officers because they're always gold. Officers strive for gold, or officers strive for silver. Enlisted strive for gold. All of your ranks
Okay.
after 4 years, or after, what is it, 8 years, Jared? Did you get
12.
the gold
12,
sleeve bands?
12 consecutive years of good conduct, which
Yeah.
means not getting caught.
Has that ever occurred in the Navy though?
It is
Honestly.
it is a challenge, but yes.
Yes, it has.
Because see, the trick is not getting caught.
So,
That's true.
what color device is this?
Actually,
It's
Jared,
a seaman. That is a number of things. That is a seaman, constructionman, fireman, or an airman.
Good.
Wow, they've changed shit a lot because, hey, JB, look at the go back and look at the bulldozer insignia. Let's take him back to when I was in, and let's see if he knows what
When
the
were you
bulldozer.
Back when they still had sails on the ships.
Late 90s. That's when I was in.
And so you wished. The question you were asking, the better question would be, what is the what is the uniform insignia of an 01 in dress blues?
I thought it was
the what?
Oh,
insignia?
What was
because
that you
even the
wished?
whites even the whites had the golden insignia armband down at the wrist.
Right.
Dinner whites, dress whites. They're wearing the shoulder boards.
True.
See, that's another caveat too. Is there's a lot of uniform variations for special occasions.
Oh yeah.
But thankfully, I never had to wear a dinner dress. The couple times it
Is
was an
dinner
couple times it was an option. I was like, yeah, fuck that. No, I'm gonna go get drunk elsewhere.
Here you go.
I had to do.
Ooh. Okay.
What
Good-
one is that?
Good one,
That's
Ted.
Command Master Chief. That's a Command
Nope.
Master Chief.
No,
No.
Fuck.
that's actually one of two, and they both begin with the same first letter.
It's a Master Chief. I know that because of the 2 stars. I thought the star in the middle was Command.
What color star?
A Command Master Chief Petty Officer does in fact have a star in the middle. However, it's not gold.
Oh, it's silver. I don't know what a gold star is. Then I never learned.
Fleet or Force Command Master Chief?
Okay.
Throw a little curveball.
Once again, Navy
is-
ranks make no sense.
They make perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Hey, here it is. What is the insignia for a McPawn?
Did we just go over that?
Which is why you better fucking get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a golden fouled anchor with with a silver USN superimposed on it, with 3 silver stars perched on it.
I believe he's asking for the sleeve insignia, however.
Yes, I'm asking for the shoulder for the shoulder cap.
Because
sleeve
why
insignia.
would the rank be different if you put it on a different place on the uniform?
Collar versus sleeve? You have more. So hang on, Furball. This is where it actually started from with the chief petty officer rank. Chief petty officers actually used to not change uniform to be more visually in line with the officers. So a chief's dress blue uniform is the same jacket, shirt, and pant combination as an officer's dress blue uniform. However, their rank insignia is the same as if they were still in the crackerjack uniform that the enlisted E6 and below still wear. So that's where.
So once again, it's more confusing than needs to be.
And army. Hang on. And Army and Marine Corps sleeve insignia for senior enlisted are any less confusing.
We don't change uniform because you got promoted.
To be fair, the only thing that changes in the Army uniforms is the actual rank insignia.
Yeah, now if you're talking dress uniform, then yes, there are changes. But in the everyday, and we don't have the everyday uniform, and then the everyday, but not everyday, just slightly fancier uniform, and then the everyday that's a little bit more fancy uniform, and then the everyday that you happen to be coming into or out of port uniform, and then the fancy uniform, and then the really fancy uniform like the Navy does.
Oh, you haven't seen? Have you seen the enlisted dress blues?
Wait. Are we talking dinner dress or regular dress?
Dinner dress.
Oh, pull up the dinner dress, please.
I've never seen dinner.
By the way, Tasty, your next one. What is it?
What?
Rank insignia on the screen.
Oh, that is airman's green. That's a constructionman, right?
Good, you got it.
Anyway, hold on just a second. Let me. You see the one that I'm sharing?
Not
Everybody?
yet.
Oh, it's not sharing. Okay, hold on. So this is why
I didn't know there were dinner dress blues.
And this is why it's different for the Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy, or any chief for that matter, versus the collar device.
Okay.
Yes, that is the MCPON's dress blue insignia. Which, how would you describe that?
That's a bird perched over 3 chevrons.
A what?
3 gold chevrons.
A bird.
A what?
What?
Eagle. An eagle, a silver eagle perched over 3 gold chevrons with 3 gold stars up top.
And
one gold rocker.
So now what would you think the proper order to describe that would be is?
Okay. So 1 silver eagle perched over a gold rocker with 3 golden chevrons with 3 golden stars over top.
And a gold star for the specialty mark.
Oh.
Because keep in mind, so pull that image back up, Jay. Here's a little education for everyone on why these rating badges are laid out the way they are, or what they mean.
Master Chief also wears Mark 6 armor. Let's not forget about that.
Jay, do you have a... Just any chief dress blue will do fine.
Hold on.
Walk me through the junior officer ranks next.
We'll get to that after.
Okay. I can actually name them all.
Okay, so right here, we have a senior chief Navy counselor. The fact that I still fucking know that specialty mark should tell you something. So what...
You saw a Navy counselor more than you care to count.
Well, no, I pissed him off a lot because I did not play nice when it came to reenlistment.
Wow.
So when you go from E3 to E4, you get the crow or the perched eagle above your
Right.
specialty mark with the first chevron below. Two
Or the-
chevron.
whichever one.
Yep. Then you add onto it from there. Your second chevron is E5. Your third chevron is E6. E7.
In his case, he'll get E4 right out of A school. Though,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
Assuming he passes.
E7 gets the rocker.
Yeah, I get a lot of passes.
E8 gets the star. E9 gets a
E9
second
gets
star.
2-star.
Gets a second star. And then once you, this is where it gets kind of interesting, like with your E8 and E9 company sergeants furball. A similar thing ended up happening in the last 10, 15 years in the Navy, where it used to be you had to get to E9 in your specialty, and then you could be a command master chief, which if you went through that school, your specialty mark in the middle there would go away and would be replaced by a silver star. If you go from a command master chief up
Sort
to...
of, but go ahead.
No, well, if you go through the command master chief school, that's what is supposed to happen. That's what they were dangling and tempting my dad with to stay in. But he was like, I've done 23 years, I'm getting out. Well, no, it was 2, because he was an E8. They were like, well, if you stay in, you're going to go to E9, and we'll put you through CMC school or COB school. And he was like, but what's the catch? Oh, you'd have to go back to the boat. No, thank you.
An issue that we're running into right now is
Give me
that
2 seconds. My
Then we're gonna
headset disconnected. Give me 2 seconds.
So what was
Trying
that,
to find
Furball?
a dinner dress here. That's not a master chief or chief.
So junior officers, those are easy. You know, ensign, lieutenant, JG, lieutenant.
So with the enlisted
Well,
side,
ensign.
quick, one of the issues that the Army is going through right now, I don't know how wide it is, but a while back as E9, you left your specialty and went to your branch.
Yep.
So as, say, an infantry, how to explain it? So for us, for in the military police, God, why did they fucking say that? That just makes me in the shower just saying that. As investigators, as
Gotcha.
CID, my E7s were detachment sergeants. My E8s were first sergeants of battalions, which is like one step lower than they normally are, or higher than they normally are. And then our E9s were the brigade and command E9s, but they were ours. So my battalions, my brigades, and my command were former CID personnel. And then they made the E9s MOS immaterial to your branch. So my battalion sergeant major or my group sergeant major could be an MP, not one of us. And so now my sergeant majors,
Is that dinner
most of
dress
them are
blues?
MPs.
Yes.
Yes.
The biggest issue is that to make E9 is that you need that field time, you need that command prior time, and we don't have a big branch to have been a first sergeant, a sergeant major, or a first sergeant of. So the MPs already have a leg up on us. They're getting more E9s than we are. And now they've bumped that down. Our E8 first sergeants are Zulu as well, meaning branch immaterial. So as soon as you pin E8 first sergeant, you could go be a first sergeant for an MP company. You'd no longer be part of the investigative branch anymore. You would be MOS immaterial, and you'd be part of the regiment. So it's another reason to cross over and go warrant, because as soon as you pin E8, there's no guarantee you're going to even be with us anymore. Now you're going to have to be, wrangling up beans and bullets for a bunch of fucking MPs.
Well, and
Jay Brown, stop it there. Stop it there. Stop.
It-
Roll
Okay.
back up just a little bit.
So hang on, while we'll getting that. So a thing with the especially the E8s and E9s on surface side on the Navy, you get something similar happening where it's by division, where if you have if you're in a division like, say, combat systems, where you have a bunch of different rates, your chief is not guaranteed to be the same rate as you, even as an E7. It's where they need you in the department that your rating is at. So, like,
And
even
thankfully, we didn't do that on subs.
well, because a chief on a surface ship is really the the buffer between the actual functioning officers and the E6 and below who are actually doing the work. Very few chiefs and surface side actually get their hands dirty on a regular basis.
Actually,
Well, ours do too. In fact, ours sometimes, I mean, it's been known for ours to even substitute as division officers in certain cases.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, technically, on a sub, the ANAV is supposed to be a division officer, but it is actually done by enlisted. But we do technically have chiefs that cover the department or cover the division, the department that aren't part of the same division. Like you have the department enlisted advisors, basically what it's like on the sub fleet. You have the weapons, the navigation operations, which we call the no idea. Even though it's NODEA, but you know, what's an I between friends, right? Then you have the engineering department enlisted advisor.
If there wasn't a strike officer, a lot of times, at least in fast attacks, the FT chief would step in as strike officer.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go get something to eat real quick. I'll be back in 5.
All right. Well, here's a question
You're
for
on the
you,
clock, recruit.
Jake. Yep.
5 minutes. That's all you got.
Okay. What question first? Then I'll go get some food
Okay,
because I haven't
all right.
eaten yet.
Now, what do you call the uniform that you see on the far left side of your screen? Full personnel, meaning they're not cut in half. What do you call that uniform?
Which one? This one right here?
The one up top.
That one there.
Yeah,
White
go-
top, black bottom.
Go ahead and blow it up.
What do you call?
Is that
What do you call that?
inner dress white?
What is the slang term for it?
Oh, well, he's
What
not.
would the-
He's
how would I
not
know
going to.
the slang term?
Hang on. He's not going to be asked that. But so you know, those are salt and
Oh, I know
pepper.
that. Yeah, those are salt and pepper. You will use those when you get selected. If you go to fleet and you go to surface fleet, you will be wearing those for diplomatic dinners held in the hangar bays of aircraft carriers. Because God knows I had to wear those more than once.
What's your least favorite uniform that you guys
And if you
had to wear?
want to be extremely unlikely to ever have to wear those, just go subs.
Yeah. Well, he's planning on going subfleet anyways, and I actually did.
I already signed my life away for sub.
I
Okay,
so
you're lucky.
So here's the thing. For me, it's a tie, and it's both versions of the dress uniform, white and blues. One, the top of the blues is a fucking bitch and a half to put on and take off.
Yes.
Both
Two.
are about equal to me until you have to go to the bathroom, and then in case of the whites win as far as
Well,
the better one. But
yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
For-
those 13
hang on.
the blues,
Hang on.
man.
Hang on. So for functionality, daily function, yes, the whites win. However, keeping those motherfuckers clean.
Oh,
Oh God, yeah.
White uniforms are the fucking worst.
The last time I put on dress blue uniform, I went to a ball, went and took a piss in the bathroom, and somebody walked up behind me, and all I heard was,
Oh!
and then I heard splashing on the floor behind me, and I got vomit on the back of my pants.
The positive note with the whites though is they're poly blends, so you get them pressed, they'll hold their creases for a while.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and
I'm just TNTs,
Isn't that the
actually.
same thing with the blues?
the CNTs.
No.
Oh no.
The blues are wool.
Yeah, the blues are wool. Good luck keeping those. But But
Okay.
But Tech,
here's a hint,
hang on,
recruit.
guys.
Here's
Hang
a
on.
hint, recruit. Let me give you this. Okay, when you do your blues before you go to C, triple starch at the cleaners, heavy press.
or just barely ever fucking wear them and have them stowed properly, and you're fine.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
Jared,
you want them to be starched before you
But-
stow them.
But
this
Well, I
one,
guys,
kept them flat under my mattress. That way, the weight always kept them flat the entire.
exactly.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
he's going sub, so he doesn't have to deal with the humidity that we had to deal with.
no. Well, and here's another
Yeah, we
thing
have
to
to
think
deal with the
about.
stench.
Yeah. Well, here's something else to think about, guys. The blues are pretty much the same that he's going to have to deal with. His dress whites, the dress whites are not the same material anymore. They actually went to a slightly heavier material, and they're cut the same as the dress blues now. They
Yeah.
actually have the cuff, and they have the piping. I miss
Oh,
the
they have piping?
I miss the Johnny Cashes.
So do I.
Yeah, I still have
What
my
were
Johnny-
those uniforms for?
The working blues.
Yeah, so if
Yep.
you were doing office work like your yeoman, personnelman, your office support type stuff,
Or just off crew on a boomer.
yeah. Well, no, because off around boomer. If you were not doing shipboard maintenance type of work, and you were working in an office, you were either in that uniform or your dress uniform daily. Guess which one is a lot more fucking comfortable.
We wore it a lot in
Like-
school too. I spent most of my school,
Yeah.
I spent many days in school in my Johnny Cashes and the V-neck. I love the V-neck sweater.
We were in utilities.
Oh,
for
man.
school.
I remember the
Only remember
V-neck
Tropical
sweater
White.
from JROTC. Man, that V-neck was pretty nice.
Oh God,
So
not the
when you
tropical
when
whites.
you go to boot, when you go to boot for the Navy, what is your base level of how many fucking uniforms do they give you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think just
Oh,
Hang,
Lord.
hang on.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no. Hang on. Because the number of uniforms actually have gone back to close to what I was issued. So you're going to have minimum 4 sets of camos, which are your utilities, dungarees, your 4 daily working uniforms. 4. Then you have 2 sets of coveralls. Then you have 2 sets of working uniforms, which are actually replacing the 4 sets of working uniforms that used to be the working whites here and the working blues. Those are now consolidated to 2 year-round working uniforms. And then you
Yeah, let me
have
see if I can find a picture of those.
and then you have 2 sets of dress whites and 1 or 2 sets of dress blues.
Yeah.
So how many different kinds of uniform?
I remember when I went
1,
to boot
2,
camp. I remember let's see,
3,
we had
4, 5 individuals. Yes, this is the working uniform now. This is what you will see
I know that
during
uniform
season.
all too well. I know that damn uniform all too well.
I remember when I
Jared,
went to boot camp, we had 5 pairs of dungarees. 4 of them were the fire retardant. 1 wasn't.
What the fuck is the
Um,
point of that?
We called
I don't
those
know.
peanut butter jellies back in high school.
We
Okay.
had two pairs of Johnny Cashes, 2 pairs of working whites, one dress blue, 1 dress white. We had the turtleneck sweater still.
Yep, I got issued the turtleneck.
I didn't get
It was
it.
before the V-neck that like when I joined, they still had the turtleneck and they added the
Oh, no, I
V-neck
did get
later.
the turtleneck, yeah.
I got the V-neck.
What about a PT uniform?
Oh yeah, we got it.
Yep.
Sweatsuit.
That was a Navy
Smart.
T-shirt. That was a Navy T-shirt and Navy logoed
Sweat.
sweatpants. Yeah,
Oh no.
and a Navy logoed sweatshirt.
Oh,
too.
yeah, so we got this.
Okay, well here
Shirt,
was my
pants.
Smurf uniform. Here was my PT uniform was a sweatshirt and sweatpants, and we spent a week in P days in that goddamn uniform.
Yep.
Yep, in your processing days, you are in that uniform, and
Yep.
then you get to go into the regular uniform. And
That's what it
here,
currently looks like.
and yes, here's the current PT uniform minus the sweatpants and sweat top.
Ours looks
Oh God! Oh my God! I'm glad I'm out.
They're actually not terrible now. They are a far better material now.
But yeah, just that gold, just that yellow gold. Oh my God! Puke vomit.
But blue and gold,
Yeah.
bitch.
Look up the new Army PTs.
I thought we discovered that they're made entirely.
Are they made out of PT belts?
They're
Tell me-
not. We've finally gotten rid of the PT belt.
I don't think Furball's ever going to live down the PT belt.
Oh,
I think
never.
that's going to be a murder on him.
But it is jet black.
the Army will never live down the PT belt.
No.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I can understand the inclement weather jacket and pant being black. But the t-shirt and shorts, why not stick with the gray?
I don't know. This is the newest version
Why not
of it. I
have
think
it
this is the
reflective,
third,
so-
fourth. Yeah.
Why not have it reflective so you could ditch the PT belt and still be
See,
safe
hang
from
on.
everything under
That-
the sun?
That
Because here's
I'll be right back.
the thing.
the,
Okay,
the gray
at
top.
Fort Leonard Wood, they're still using cattle trailers to haul people around. Legitimately, these are cattle trailers designed to haul cattle with bench seats in them to haul people.
Ooh, scroll back up. I saw a good one to show. Back up. Keep going up. All right, is
All the
that
way
the top? Okay, so it must have been going the other direction. Go down. Stop. Up half a row. All right. Fourth in from the right. Here is a uniform that has made a comeback. Take a wild guess what uniform that patch is from.
World War II.
Not era, what uniform specifically, because like I said, this uniform has come back.
Is it a Navy uniform or is that from another
Yeah.
branch? Because
Oh, no,
that's
Navy.
Tell you.
That's Navy. This was actually my
What would it be
grandfather's
then?
favorite uniform. This is what they called the dress khaki. So think about the dress blues, except the khaki color instead.
Wait, so they're bringing that back? When?
It was brought back a couple years ago.
So I'll be issued those?
No,
Yeah, here we go.
you're not an E7 or above. You don't wear khaki.
Oh,
Oh, nice. Yeah, take the blue piping off of the t-shirts and make the shorts a little bit longer, and that's what I was issued.
And those were the
Jay,
Oh,
go
I thought
back
it
to
was
the Army
a shirt.
uniforms.
I thought it was like the
Oh, right there,
dress
that one.
blues and dress
Okay.
whites for lower
One
enlisted.
right here.
So this is the one generation ago, but when I joined, and that Army is reflective, slightly reflective. When I joined, it was gray shorts, gray top, and the PT belt, obviously. I still have one of my original T-shirts from then. I swear to God, I have not done anything to this shirt. It is natural. Hey, Jared, could you white box me for a second?
Yeah, the stuff's presenting.
This is one of my original Army PT shirts. Other way. I did not do this.
You did too.
You seem to have lost a letter.
Arm. Arm.
Colin.
Yeah.
While I have it open, here for nostalgia's sake, there's boot camp me right there.
Furball.
Yeah.
To be honest, and don't feel bad because there were a lot of divisions at Fort Leonard Wood when I was going through that were PTing in arm shirts. We were PTing.
Fred
in
asks about Space Force. Sorry,
Well-
go ahead, you-ish.
Well, so when I pulled up
Space
the
Force
patch,
will never
that's
get
what I
off
was
the ground,
asking.
but that's besides the point.
I need to get
No,
some. I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
Fred asked about Space Force. I was just at Patrick Air Force Base, Southern Florida or Mid Florida, and they have shirts in the PX, Patrick Space Force Base, because they're supposed to be the first one rebranded.
Well, with their proximity to Cape Canaveral, yeah, I could see it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And OSI is no longer Air Force OSI. I confirmed this. I talked to one of their agents down there. They're getting new credentials and they're removing Air Force OSI off of their OSI credentials. Now they're just Department of the Air Force Office of Special Investigations.
Here you go. I've got a linked
Because they
image
have
of
to be
the-
inclusive.
Looks like he's Navy and there was a painting mishap.
Yeah. Wait. Painting mishap? No, that's just a regular
Well, yeah.
a regular day of work in the yard.
No, that looks like Demolition Ranch loaded his 12 gauge with paintball slugs and just went to town on this poor sap.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, typical day in the yard.
Yep.
Except you got Demolition Ranch shooting at you. Yeah.
Why? Why that color? Oh,
Oh,
God.
here you go.
Now someone just had fun with that shit.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, guys. I'm getting out of here. I got to go lay some pipe before I end up in divorce court. So, yeah. Y'all,
Yeah, I heard
y'all-
PVC
y'all-
does a nice trick.
Good luck with that.
Well, you know,
There
I
you
mean,
go.
hey, I've been gone. Hey, for all to my benefit, I've been gone a month,
I
so
don't
I get
like
to
that
lay as
cover.
much pipe as you did the first week you were back. So,
So how much does that PVC cost?
I think she's paying $30 a yard, and I get 6 yards of push. So,
So it's cheap then, you're saying.
Yeah.
Dirt cheap.
well, you know what?
Right, where would have is okay? That one's not terrible.
No, I'm looking at the the officer structure. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you notice something, right? Something very specific about it.
Yeah, Navy.
Look at the
But then they go Army and Air Force with that.
yeah.
Actually, yeah, Air Force on the enlisted side.
What is the 5-star?
Actually, not even really Air Force. It actually looks more like, maybe some,
Admiral
like,
of the Constellation.
I knew this was spoofed from the beginning. I just wanted to.
That looks almost like a British Army.
You know what it looks like?
Enlisted.
It looks like the Nazi uniforms that they were using in Enterprise for those 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Worse than the
this
coal.
is shit. Now I can't think of the name of the damn movie with the giant bugs.
Starship Troopers.
Starship.
Yes.
The image you were looking for, it was probably deleted.
Nice. See, that one makes a little bit of sense because of the lunar surface on it, because that's where they're starting.
Well,
But hang on. What the fuck is with that rank patch on the fucking chest bullseye?
Yeah, it's 4 stars velcroed onto a standard patch, whereas any actual general gets that Velcro resewn.
Yeah.
my curiosity is does this camo work during the phases of the moon?
And the patch is inaccurate. It would not be Department of the Space Force. It would be Department of the Air Force, just like with the Navy.
Give it time.
No,
give
it's
it
not
time.
gonna become its own thing.
Give it
It's
time.
gonna
Starfleet
stay
Command.
part of the Air Force.
Starfleet
It'll be
Command's
like,
going to be a thing.
It'll be like the Marine Corps' version of the Navy kind of thing, or the Navy's version of Marine Corps.
No.
It'll sort of
All right,
be
I'm back.
their thing, but not.
See, now
What did I miss?
that uniform would kind of make some sense. I will give Enterprise
Oh, are we
that.
talking about?
the
Are we talking about?
proposed Space Force uniforms.
Enterprise did at
They
least
need,
present like reasonably presentable and sensical starship designs. Like, if we were to head that direction, that's kind of like what we would end up with, kind of thing. I'll
Were
give
you
it
saying
that.
the onesies from the Next Generation are not logical?
No, I'm saying they are.
Oh, the poop. It's that version of
Hell,
the.
fuck.
So
On subs, we wear onesies.
well, hang on. Pull up the coverall uniform.
From
Because
the Navy?
yes, because this thing is the most comfortable uniform you could ever wear.
Fucking easy to put on, easy to take off,
Oh god,
easy to care for.
I miss them.
Great thing.
And we were issued 2.
I was issued 3.
No, 4. 4. We were issued 4, not 2 of them. I had the count wrong. And yeah, everywhere I was, the only time I was not wearing the coveralls was when I had to wear a different uniform.
Exactly.
Every single
I get to wear coveralls
that
for
was
a
our,
combat vehicle.
that was our standard uniform from the moment we pulled out to the moment we came back. For everybody,
Yeah,
even the commanding officer.
No, the only time that I had to wear the utilities when we were underway was for the award ceremony when I made E5 and the award the division award ceremony where I got my warfare pins. Which actually I didn't even show up to the second one when I got the surface. I told them, it's like, I got my primary, we did that whole thing. Just give me the certificate, fuckers.
Were they like, yeah, okay, we got you?
Oh, I was a production supervisor of the shop. I had a job to keep doing. And they were like, oh, wait, you actually want to keep doing your job? You don't want the time off? It's like, there's too much other shit to do. And I am not going to be, because there was no one else getting anything. It was just me. And I was like, I am not going to make the entire division go up to this space to stand where it's fucking hot, humid, and get swamp ass within 30 seconds of being there just so everyone can look at me get a second warfare pin. Fuck that. There's better shit to do.
Yep. See, this uniform makes total sense on a starship. of
Other
any
than the
sort.
phaser burns.
Wow.
Well,
Your choices were either make everybody miserable or just say I don't want a second warfare pin ceremony.
Yeah.
Why do you choose to make everybody miserable? Isn't that kind of like
Because I already
the military's
no,
job?
No, I had other ways to do it that were far more entertaining.
Like making somebody clean all the tools and re-stencil them.
Yep. Or really fuck with people. I had one of the metal clipboards that actually was storage as well. So I had this dummy piece of paper that I would pull out every now and then and just stand somewhere on the hangar bay and just be talking like we're talking now to another guy from my shop. But we would randomly start pointing at a couple spots on the overhead just to see how many people, as they were walking by, would look up to where we were pointing and try to figure out what the fuck was going on. And some people caught wind of it and really got pissed at us because they still fell for it every time.
What? Because, well, on an aircraft carrier, it's pretty easy to get away with because there's so many damn people on there. You know, you can't really remember everybody.
Yeah, the problem was I kind of made a mistake because at one point I had a bunch of business cards made with one particular regulation quoted out, and that regulation is that the official language of the United States Navy is American English. The only place other languages are to be spoken are in living spaces limited to the berthing, the head, and the mess decks. And I handed a bunch of them to a bunch of Filipino chiefs who were talking Tagalog in the middle of the hangar. And they were not being kind about who they were talking about.
Accurate, Jay?
Who were they talking about?
They were talking about a couple of the kids that worked for them, and there were some slurs thrown around there they did not like. Well, they were Air Department guys first. Let's start with that. So
I didn't know that Iron Sheik got his commission.
What was that?
I said I didn't know that Iron Sheik got his commission.
Nice. But yeah, so because a guy in my shop well, then I think they still are married to a Filipino. He is like, oh, they're calling those couple guys this slur, and I'm like, wait, they're doing what? It's like, yeah, they're not being, huge no from leadership, but they thought that they could get away with it because they were doing it in a different language. So I just kindly walked over to him, pulled out a couple of the cards from my breast pocket, handed them to the couple of chiefs. It's like, have a good day, gentlemen, and walked off. Yep.
What does the chief do to fuck up?
Wait a minute.
Dude, those look good though.
Wait a minute. This is my Pop-Op's
I'm not
favorite
doing this.
uniform. I'm trying to figure out how a BM made chief in over 8 years, but less than 12.
A bosun's mate with a sub-warfare qualification, Joe?
How the yeah.
No, the easy way to do that is he qualified subs, realized he didn't like it, and it was an undesignated team, and went surface and struck BM.
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yes.
I know
Why
why
would
they-
you qualify submarines and then go surface, though? That's kind of weird.
That's stupid. That's why I was saying, what did he do
If
to
you
fuck up?
qualified there, I mean, why would you still be there? I mean, I can understand if you didn't, but I mean, you know.
And again, over 8 years, less than 12.
Pull up the Army pink and greens.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Just the name alone.
Well, I've seen
don't
Chief
get the
Petty officers
name.
with one stripe, you know.
So, what was that, Tech?
Said I've seen Chief Petty officers with one stripe.
Well, yeah, Nuke.
Yeah, they've always been Nuke ETs, but yeah.
No, my dad
I'm
pinned
saying
on.
all the ones I've seen were Nuke ETs, personally, but you know.
Wait, how long was 70?
Nukes up fast.
Well, theoretically,
Yeah.
if you do the math, actually, if you do the math, you can actually figure out that it's actually possible for a nuke to show up to their first boat as a second class.
Yeah. So
If the timing's right, everything
Interesting.
lines up accurately, and they do well on their
On the
advancement
test.
exams, all that, it's theoretically possible for them to show up to the first command as a second class.
I figured out the answer to why they're called the pink and greens. Furball.
yeah,
If
but-
you look here, definitely the pants look
Dude,
pink.
Don't
pink and greens
really
look good, though.
That
No, no,
pink though.
it's
They're
the
in the pictures,
they're
they-
sharp looking.
Look at this.
that picture, it doesn't really fit. Now, here's something to think about a chief making chief quick. I did the math in my head. My dad pinned on chief just before I was born. And see, that would be from 75 to 83. So, yeah, He pinned on Chief at the same time he put on his second stripe.
On a ship, MREs are gold. Is that truth?
What the fuck are MREs?
If you're going to a sub,
Meals ready to eat.
You're going to a sub, you don't need to worry about MREs.
MRE, what?
Yeah,
3 lies in 1.
yeah. Even on a so I was on a carrier. You don't have to worry about going short on food. Small boy, different story. Gator freighter, different story. So hang on, guys. Apparently,
I'm guessing he's referring.
Gator freighters and small boys may have them in different situations, different areas. But so apparently, Rhetoric and Discourse was in an incident where he finally got to experience something that can make him a man. He got tear gassed.
Really?
Is this on Twitter?
I don't know where. Factard was the one who posted it, that R&D just got tear gassed, and with some of the last few conversations I had with him almost a year ago now, I'm not surprised. I just wonder, did he instigate it being set off, or was he just in the best place at the best time for it? Yeah, kind of. There are ways to protest without risking harm to yourself.
Protesting does not
AT2
involve
production
looting and burning.
That is exactly
No, it does
my
not.
point. Like, I understand being upset. I understand being emotional of a situation, but fucking control yourself. And guess what'll happen? More people will take you seriously. If you let a bunch of fucking numpties do that kind of stupid shit while you're trying to actually bring attention to something else that actually does warrant the attention, and you have fucktards like that screwing it up for you, guess what happens? Oh, well, that attention that you needed to help push the change that you're looking for, well, now people are going to be paying attention to that, and it's like, why should we help them if they're just pulling that sort of nonsense? Kind of hurts the cause.
But don't you know that white people only care about black people issues when their stores are being looted?
Oh,
that was one of the arguments I've read on Twitter today.
Oh, fuck.
Because capitalism is all wrong and bad for everybody, yada, 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 yada.
Well, I know other stuff and things are going to be starting up soon, and I need to get some sleep because holy fuck is tomorrow going to be a bunch of labor, and I just want to get it done. Just get it done.
I'm halfway through with screenshots for tomorrow.
Oh, so timing tomorrow, I will keep you guys aware of it because we're moving shit around. We're relocating some stuff, so it might not be at 4:30. It might be later. I will let you guys know how the day goes and go from there. But right. Tasty, you're here. I was going to end up letting people see a bit of a preview of the thumbnail.
What thumbnail?
For our nerd talk
What
tomorrow.
did I do?
For the show tomorrow.
Oh, hey, I remember that picture. There, Tech, or pictures like that, Tech?
That's just every day.
Is that just submarine life?
That's just submarine life in a picture there.
Because here's the thing. There's a very salient question to go with tomorrow's review of... Because this comes from the beginning of the movie, too. Because, yes, in the thumbnail, it's going to ask, are you looking for the plot? The title of the episode is going to be "It Doesn't Arrive Till Tuesday."
That is well played, sir. Well played.
All right, I'm dipping out.
Joining
Gotta
the
go to movie
Navy.
night soon.
Join.
All right, later, Furball.
So by joining the Navy,
Later.
did I just kind of sign myself up for loving Star Trek?
As a nuke, yes.
There will be references to
And
that.
You're going to nuke and you're going to submarines. You're entering nerddom.
Like,
There's more per capita nerds on subs than probably anywhere else in the Navy.
well, let's put it this way: you have a certain number of rates have the stigma of being nerds. AT, ET, nuke and non-nuke. You have, when you are dealing.
75% of the submarine crew.
Hang on. Like I said, there are tiers to this. First, you're getting into that larger group of, hey, you scored really high on the ASVAB. You must be smart. You must be a nerd. And then you're volunteering for the subfleet on top of that. And then nuke on top of that. Yeah, there's no way you're getting away from it.
Well, yeah, especially if you're going nuke. And were you going nuke ET? Or were you doing MM?
They have not told me yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping for MM though.
Yeah, if you were ET, then you'd be like you'd be the nerds that the nerds call nerd.
That's about right.
Yeah.
How high do you have to score in your A school to proceed to Power School?
I don't
I
know.
don't remember what it is offhand. I used to know it. It could have changed by now too. I don't know, but yeah. So I guess even if I did remember it, it would be out of date
This
by
is
now.
something I'd be able to look up.
No,
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think it would. Stuff like
Probably
that generally
not.
isn't published. You generally would have to talk to someone there, and it's probably going to be in the realm of 80 to 85%.
I don't know if it's the case, but there is the threshold because I remember they had it because we had a few people caught in it where you could actually have a high enough GPA to pass A school, but not get into Power School. There was like a gap.
Was it a big gap?
It was big enough to catch some people. We had quite a few of our I seamen and Nav ETs had been ex-nukes, like they were in the nuke pipeline and they passed A school, EMA school or ETA school, but didn't make it to Power School. I remember they mentioned what the grade was, but like I said, that might they might have changed it by now too. So if I remembered, it wouldn't matter. But
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, and it's one of those things they might have harmonized the two so you don't have that middle ground.
True.
Hey, Jared, how do you feel about talking about time travel in movies and TV shows?
Oh, you mean like a
Time travel is
topic
weird.
for not this upcoming episode, but as a lead-in from this week's episode of Kanar with Damar to the one couple weeks after? Because
Possibly. I just posted a link in Discord in our Kanar with Damar group.
yeah, because I think if we can keep to a Star Trek then everything else, Star Trek then everything else kind of modality there, I think the people would be happy because not everyone is a Star Trek fan.
Okay, so my question
this
is,
is a
what is
thumbnail,
Kanar and who is Damar?
Oh,
Get out.
Uh,
Get fuck out.
Kanar isn't a person, number one.
Okay. So, you are
Arglet cruising for a bruising.
no Crash Course. And to answer your question, yes, I do.
What?
No, Jay had sent a question in DM, and yes, I know Kaiser.
It was supposed to be just saw this, actually, now that I look at it better. Edit.
Oh,
I have one more submarine picture to show everybody, show you, Tasty, but we need to wait for us to go off air. So.
All right.
Well, it is about that time. So for those who did show up, thank you, everything. Yes, you heard right. Tomorrow is Kanar with Damar. At this point, with what I have going on, I'm going to expect a up to 2-hour delay for the start time. So instead of 4 p.m. Eastern, probably closer to 6:30 p.m. Eastern. For those not in the Discord, shame on you. For those in the Discord, you'll see updates to the schedule and everything in there as I know more throughout the day tomorrow. But until then, it's been fun. It has been a good distressor. I am going to go pass out very, very shortly. But until then, everyone have fun.
Later.
Bye.
Later.
Basic trigonometry.